That lens is a little bit nasty. So, today's December 29th. And I thought, got the gimbal working, that I should come up and do a quick little tour of this house before the end of the year. That's what we're doing. It is warm today. It is probably almost 40 degrees. Look at that. I mean, the snow is basically slush. So, it's nasty. This gimbal is strange. I don't know how much I like it. For its usefulness, it's extremely, it's like I use it 1 minute, I have to jack around with it for like 3 minutes or something like that. So we have an issue here. I had to put some barriers up because we got a bunch of water dripping off of this, and we had ice through here. Had to make this little walkway just to keep the ice, you know, so people don't fall and tweak themselves. I don't know if I can even show you this, but I'm trying to keep this quick. But I have finished deciding, other than around the window well right there, all that siding all the way up is done. And we get up higher, and it's actually, we go to cedar. That's what's under the eaves, is some nice cedar. I'll see if I can get you a shot of that, or I can anyway. Let's try that. There we go. Yeah, so I have cedar up there. So this section is pretty much complete. I have some soffit up there. I don't much care for it, but it works. But I have some more soffit from a neighbor across the street. Nice guy. And he had some extra soffit laying around. And then he's also cleaned some soffit up and brought it over. So we're good. In case you've never seen this, this is the basement window well, the big one that I have to work around. Not a big deal, I mean, but it took some doing. I'm about done over on this side too. There's a couple things to do, getting the soffit completed. However, like I said a few minutes ago, it's super warm, and that's a big problem. This is December 29th. It shouldn't be 40 degrees here. Now, I'm not a global warming advocate, but this happens when the storm comes in. We've had a Pacific flow for the last few days, and it's just nasty snow day after day, right? Well, we have another week's worth of it looks like, including cold weather coming back in, and that's typical, and it's going to be cold. It's going to be below zero next week, more than likely. So, and that's what the warm weather means. It doesn't mean global warming. It means snow's coming and then a cold front's coming. That's very typical. Anyway, I just run in here. Had someone that viewed one of the video that I last posted, saying the framing was horrible and how could an inspector actually sign off on the framing. Well, I understand that kind of sentiment, but it's kind of stupid to say that without actually seeing what's going on. However, in the viewer's defense, he probably couldn't see the 6x10 beam that we have running all the way across this area, which is about 4 feet away from this wall of the old house, which, by the way, is in actually good shape, and which is supported by brand new concrete. So this wall is a load-bearing wall, and before I changed some things in here, I added several 2x4s, you know, just to strengthen the core of this. And then the way I had to do it was I added them underneath horizontal pieces. So you can see that I've got horizontal pieces here, and I have some vertical pieces here. Anyway, I also added a 2x12 and some vertical pieces there just to support the top corner of those stairs. So this is massively strong. I mean, this will carry the weight of the ceiling quite easily, the weight of the roof quite easily. But so this whole wall is load bearing, underlain by a good concrete foundation. There's also a wall that does a 90 degrees, actually goes basically straight out. You see the edge of the bathroom, which also supports the this little floor that we have up here. That floor being the floor of the utility room. So I thought it might be good just to kind of talk about that, because there's a huge amount of support here. My gimbal's really messing with me. Now let's do this. This is the gimbal being adjusted, by the way. It goes through this little thing. It might look neat. You know, those figure eights now. All right, I think we're good. So this is probably, I'm assuming the viewer had an issue with this intersection here with the old roof, because there's a lot of wood in here that looks like it wouldn't be like a support a vertical load. And, you know, like these rafters, they don't support a vertical load. However, these joists, or these vertical members, are supporting that vertical load all the way down. It's just that they're stacked a little bit off of each other. That's just because of the way that the house was designed. But the load bearing is definitely there. And there's also a triple header under here. Actually, I had the building inspector back last week, and we kind of took a look at this, and he thought that would be a good idea to add another 2x6. So I have 3 2x6s here for a header here. But the door itself is framed in smaller than this bigger frame. I made a larger frame, a wider frame, because I didn't know where the door would end up being, but now we know. So the door is basically, yeah, basically like that. There's the steps to there. Okay. Messing with the gimbal. So I also put a shear wall back in place over here. Now, these 2 pieces of OSB. There's a wall that Annie had put in. I cut a hole in it just to gain access to this roof to work on it, knowing that I would finish it. And so I did finish it. But anyway, you can see the other side of this room. You can see there's vertical, and there's some supports over. I mean, it's actually supported quite nicely. So I think we're quite good. We don't have any issue. The floor is nice and solid. So pretty happy about that. But I just thought I'd just show you real quickly what was going on here. And by the way, up on top there is a double plate 2x6 that supports the 2x10s, and all of these 2x6s, and several are doubled up, go right down to the concrete in the basement. As far as the vertical load is carried right down to the concrete in the basement. Same for this area right here. It's the same issue. All that stuff is carried right down into the basement. The old pieces of the roof, the eaves that were there, the angle stuff. Uh-oh. I have to turn my gimbal off. Start it back up. There we go. I don't know about this gimbal. It kind of works. But it's definitely a headache. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. The woodpecker hasn't been back, maybe one time. And like I said, we're We've got a couple walls done, siding wise. I have soffit and fascia to take care of. I also have to build a wall downstairs, in fact, underneath this floor right here. Need to build a wall. Actually, the wall will go below this wall and will support this roof all the way down through to the foundation also. So that's what we've got here. Anyway, and I love saying anyway. Well, I really don't know if I love saying anyway, but that's what I'm going to end with. So, if you like watching these videos of me getting like tiny amounts done and wandering around here fighting with my gimbal and working in very low light conditions, well, then this video is for you. But anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll keep throwing videos out there and just see how many people are interested in this little project. But it's moving along, and Andy's getting better. That's really good. Things are looking up for him, and this project is actually moving along pretty good. It's just we're in the middle of winter. It's wet every other day. It's rough to get anything done. So got to deal with that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.